Hey Sean, how's it going? This is Ashley. This is a video that I reached out to you about over on Instagram. So to really break it down for you and what I plan on going over in this video is I want to go over your current website. I want to break it all down for you, show you what's working, what can be improved based on just my knowledge of, having my own business and having high ranking websites and seeing what high ranking websites are doing and so on and so forth. So I'll break all that down for you. I want to show you the backside of your website and how much business it's getting each and every month. That way you can see the numbers as they speak for themselves. I'll then show you your competitors and show you, how much business they're getting to their website each and every month. And that's really to give you an idea of how much more business you could be getting on top of what you already get. So I'll try to keep this video as short as possible. I, of course, don't want to waste anyone's time, including my own. So once you are finished watching this video, just reach out. I'd love to talk some more, and we can just take it from there. So I'm going to start with your current website. Now, this goes for anybody, whether it's this site, whether it's your competitor's site, or any other site in the entire world. It's all the same. So when it comes to having a site, it's all about how user-friendly that site is, how easy that site is to navigate, and to cater to different types of people coming to your site. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they do not want to have to scroll throughout your entire website and read all your content just to figure out what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So what we like to do in every single one of our websites, and I'll show you a site of ours here in a little bit, what we like to do is right in the header, we like to have all that information listed. So we like to have, a services tab that drops down into all the different services that that company is willing to offer, as well as a locations tab or like an areas we serve type tab that again drops down into all the different areas that you're willing to travel to. So as of right now, as far as your website goes, I do like how you have your air conditioning in a drop-down menu and your heating services in a drop-down menu. But like I said, based on research and based on other high-ranking websites, I would recommend for you to have a locations tab or an areas we serve type tab that drops down. Again, that just takes the guesswork out and makes your site that much more user-friendly. And by not having a user-friendly website, you could lose business. Because some people, they come to their site and they don't have all that up there and they're like, oh, I don't want to have to find it myself. I'm going to the next guy who does. So we want to make sure that we have a user-friendly website or else you can lose business. So the next thing I want to go over is different ways that people will get a hold of you for the services you offer. So when somebody comes to a site, some people, they just want to click on a phone number, talk on the phone, and that's it. While other people, they don't want to talk on the phone for whatever reason, and they might much rather fill out a form submission option. So we need to make sure that we have different options for people to get a hold of you for your services. And again, when we look at high-ranking websites, what we find they typically have is a click-to-call phone number right from the start of their site, as well as a form submission option, again, somewhere here at the start of the site without them having to scroll. And as of right now, you do not have either of those options. So right now, you're missing out on all of that business from both of those options. Now, that is definitely something, like I said, I would suggest adding a click to call and a form submit. But the nice thing on top of that is both of those options are great for client conversion. So that's great for you. So the next thing I want to touch base on is your content. Now, I'm not just looking at any old content like this content here. I'm looking at professionally written, keyword-rich, authoritative content. So scrolling through on your homepage, I do see you guys have a little bit, but in order to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google, we need at least a minimum of 1,500 words of keyword-rich, authoritative content. So what that means is when, looking at the site right now, you guys are not considered an authority. But if we were to start working together in the future, I would go do what's called competitive keyword research. And based on the research that I do, I'd find the keywords that we know are going to bring you and your company more business. we send those out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they're writing about you, about the amazing services that you have to offer, so on and so forth. Now those keywords, which I'll show you here in a little bit, are so very important because they are what people are typing in Google to find the services that you offer. So if you don't have those in your content, nobody is going to know that you even offer those services, let alone that you even exist. So we definitely want to make sure that we're being found for the correct keywords. Now, let's say you have that 1,500 words of content, but let's say your competitor has 1,700 words of content. That now means your competitor is beating you out as far as content goes. So that means we need to go get more content than them. So speaking of your competition, I did a general search in the area, and these guys from the organic section are one of your competitors. Now, I'm going to show you how to beat these guys, but if we take a look at their site, we can see that they have a nice looking site. You know, they have a click-to-call phone number, they have their services, and all drop-down menus. You know, they obviously have more content than you guys, because that's one of the reasons that they're currently outranking you. But just looking at their site, you know, they're also not at the point, at the word marking, where they're considered an authority. So that's great for us because once we go and we do what we need to do as far as your website goes, we'll be beating these guys out, and that will not be an issue at all. Now, coming over here, I just want to break down Google for you based on this search that I did. Now, mind you, I could have done a million different searches. I could have did air conditioning repair, you know, in all the different areas that you service. But this video is just to give you a brief idea to where you know what we're about and where you're at, and that we can help take your business to the next level. So the first section of Google is the Google Guaranteed section, as you can see. Now, this area, if this is something that, as I don't see you guys are currently running any, if this is something that you guys would be interested in, or something that we see fit for you in the future, if we again were to work together, then this is something that we would offer. But we obviously don't want you guys losing money. We want you guys to gain money, and I haven't done enough research into this as of right now to know if you're going to benefit from them. But just to give you an idea of what they are in case you're not aware, basically Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage in terms of money. Now, the conversion rate for these are pretty high, and that's good for you because, as I'm sure you're well aware, when somebody's calling you, they're more prone to actually making a purchase rather than just filling out a form submission option. So this next section I want to go over here with you is the Google My Business section. And this is a very important section to be in, as any of these sections are. So just like how I said, when somebody comes to your site, some people want to call you, some people want to message you. That's the same thing with Google. Some people come to Google and they strictly go to the Google Guaranteed section. Other people strictly come to the Google My Business section, so on and so forth. So we need to make sure that we have you in all those spots so we have all of our bases covered. So as I look in this section here, I do not see that you guys are currently showing up, which is a problem because now you're missing out on all the business that strictly comes to this area. So what we'd want to do to get you in this area is, first of all, make sure that you have a Google My Business listing. Second, make sure that it's professionally filled out. Make sure that it's optimized to where it needs to be. And then what we need to do is, because it takes a little bit and a few things to get in this area and to get ranked in this section. And some of those are citations, reviews, posting on your GMB listing weekly. There's a lot that goes into this area, but again, it's a very important section to be in. So as of right now, again, as we can see, you're not currently rated in these top 3. So what we do is we go find all the citations that these guys have themselves listed in, go list you in all those on top of 200 to 300 more. Because whatever your competitors had to do, Sean, we're going to have to do the same exact thing and then some, because we obviously want to beat them out. Now, this last section of Google that I'm going to go over with you is the organic section. It directly deals with your website, completely separate from the Google My Business area. Now, again, as I scroll through on this first page, we do not see your guys' website. This is where we want you guys to be. And in order to get in this section here, it takes having the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. Now, in order to get you in this section, we need to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. So we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at your stats. Now, your UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site, which is currently rated an 8. This number goes all the way up to a 100. This isn't the worst I've seen, but it's definitely not where we would want it to be at. We would want this number to be a lot higher. Now, the backlinks that you have 110 of them, but they're rated a 6. So that tells me the backlinks that you have are not the best. They could be scammy, they could be weak, they could be not relevant, and they could be hurting you negatively and your ranking. That's why I said earlier we want the most relevant ones for the most effectiveness. Now, you're being found for 85 organic keywords, and because of all this, you're currently getting 38 people to your website per month. Now, this is a per month number, remember. So it's not like you're not getting traffic, because you can see you're getting a little bit, but what I'm saying is you guys are not getting nowhere near what you could be based on your competitors, which I'm about to show you here in a minute. So looking at the keywords that you're getting your business from, these are all what people type in Google, and we can see, how many people are going to your site all from them. So this tells me you're getting a lot of your traffic through word of mouth, but like I said earlier, again, traffic is traffic, but we want to target the people who don't know about you, who are new to the area, so on and so forth. So taking a look at your competitor that I was showing you earlier, we can see they definitely have a more trustworthy site. Their backlinks are definitely doing a lot more than what yours are currently doing. Now, if these backlinks are strong enough to get them where they're strong enough to get you there too. So we'd go and we'd get these backlinks pointing back at you, as well as continuously add the backlinks that only we have access to. Now, they're being found for over 700 organic keywords, and because of all this, they're getting over 550 people to their website each and every month. Keep in mind, this is just one of your competitors. Like I said earlier, if we go and we type any of your other services in any of your other areas that you offer them, you have completely different competitors. This is just one of yours to show you how much business currently you are missing out on one of your competitors alone. Now, to show you those keywords I was talking about earlier, these are all the keywords that people type in Google. So 60 people per month are going in Google typing AC repair Riverside CA, and you're not getting any of that traffic. 40 people typing air conditioning service Riverside CA, another 40, 30. You see all the people that are looking for some of the services that you offer, but you're just not getting that business as of right now because you're not being found for them. It's not as simple as having these keywords in your content. We need to add power to these in order for them to gain positions. We want these keywords to be between the 1 and 10th position, which is the first page of Google. So again, you see what you're currently getting versus what you could be getting based on just one of your competitors. And just to show you real quick a website that we built, this is our client out in Woodland Hills, California. You may even know them, I'm not sure, but this is the website that we built for him. Click to call phone number, form submit option. We have all the different services and drop-down menus. We have all the content in order to beat out our competition, in order to be an authority, as well as to fit in safely our keywords so that when somebody types those keywords in, our client shows up. Just absolutely beautifully customized websites. You do it once, you never have to do it again. Our websites are built correctly from the platform that they are built on to, them being built correctly, being built to rank, and being built to bring you business at the end of the day. All of our social media ads that I create each and every week cycle through, but just absolutely beautiful websites. So again, I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great one, Sean. Bye.